Can existence Erasure kill Aizen? Let's talk about it. I personally don't think so, but let's just get into it. Let's just start with some statements that I'm gonna build up my argument upon. The first statement is gonna be just like Aizen being stated to be immortal, not be able to be killed by anyone in the Soul Society, which is backed up by Thousand Blood War when Mayuri says it, and when it's stated in Canon Funeral World. Now, for people that are like still skeptical about this statement from Mayuri, we know it's like stated that like Mayuri has knowledge on all of the bankais of all the Gotei 13 members. Now that we established that, we can just get into like what types of instance Erasure, like if any of the captains and Gotei 13 members, even any member of the Soul Society has existence Erasure. Let's just start with like a simple one. Yamamoto. Yamamoto just like bluntly stated in Zankan Itachi to have existence Erasure, which is actually even like backed up if you translate the raw Japanese. Another character that also has existence Erasure, that's even conceptual existence Erasure, is actually Ichibe in his Bankai. We also know that like simple stuff, like even Hado 54 has existence Erasure, which like pretty much almost any Reaper can use, but they still can kill Aizen with it. And even base Aizen, before even like any his evolutions, could use like existence Erasure to wipe out souls. And Transcendent Aizen just literally stated to be able to like erase people if they get too close to him, and which is like shown in FKT and in Thousand Blood War. Now let's move to like Queen Sierras. We know that like even early in the stories, it just stated that Queen Sierras do have existence Erasure properties, and people try to argue it's just like soul destruction or soul manipulation. But they wouldn't need it, since like just like Reishi and manipulating operation would already be a soul manipulation, and for soul destruction, like anyone that uses high enough Ryatsu could do it. But we also know they literally remove hollows from the soul cycle, which this would just like mean they remove it from the existence. Otherwise, hollows would just purify it past to the Soul Society. And then it's even like confirmed in chapter 480, like literally at the start of like Thousand Blood War by Mayuri himself, to be like existence Erasure for the Queen Sierras. And obviously Aizen was skilled about even like regular Queen Sierras. He pretty much skills above pretty much every Queens in the whole series, except like Yuha and possibly Jogram. So yeah, I think like Aizen is like resistant to like existence Erasure. But if you have like any more like counter arguments, I would love to hear it. But yeah, if you like want to discuss it, just like add me on Discord and like we can do it easier there. I know why you show that, and why this would be relevant to like if Aizen can get killed by existence Erasure. He already has like several types of immortality. I had already like explained how like existence Erasure wouldn't work on him. On top of like Yuha could just be talking out of his ass. Since you see like Aizen literally surviving against like God Yuha when he absorbed Soul King and pretty much every Stern Ritter and Queen Sea alive plus Ichigo's powers. And if Aizen can survive that, I don't know why he wouldn't be able to survive like pre-almighty base Yuha before even absorbing like Yamamoto or anything.